Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meatsy69 and we are back with update 4.8. Now, the test server was open. A lot of players were able to register and sign up and log in. However, I didn't have time to go on it. So all the information I'm giving you here is I have got from the Blitz post guys, and they've kindly gave me all this information to share with everyone else. So I thank you guys for giving me this information. So first up, update 4.8, we have the RHM Borzik, which has allegedly been given a little gun depression buff. So it's gone from 3 degrees to 5 degrees of gun depression, which isn't so bad. Any tank with a little bit more gun depression is welcome. So everyone loves a bit of gun depression. So that hasn't been that's not, how can I say it, because the gun depression you can't see in the game. You can't see what the gun depression is in the game. So when we logged on to the test server, we wasn't able to view that. So it supposedly has been given a little buff. So there might be other things in the background that we can't see, but supposedly it's been given an extra 2 degrees of gun depression. So that is the Borzik. So that is the first buff. There is, I think, 3 buffs. So there's the Borzik, the IS-2, and there is the SU-122S. So the IS-2, that's been given a little buff as well. So the IS-2, if you remember a few patches ago, the IS got a buff. And the IS-2 is pretty much the same tank. But that couldn't be buffed at the same time because there was a bug in the system that wasn't allowing them to give the same buff to the IS-2. So they have now brought that in. So the IS-2, the engine has gone from the engine is now 700 horsepower, and it's from 600, so it's got an extra 100 horsepower. But the traverse remains the same. The aim time has been decreased from 7.7 to 7.5. So a slight buff for the IS-2, which brings it now pretty much in line with the IS, the tier 7 tech tree tank. So that is the IS-2. Now the SU-122S. So this has got just a little buff as well. It's quite a nice tank actually. It's got great DPM, and I didn't really think it needed a buff, but again, it's only got a little buff, which the horsepower again is gone to 700 from 600. So, but the traverse is unaffected. So, just a tiny little buff for the SU-122S. Now, there are a few changes in the game. Actually, before I get to that, the light tanks. All the light tanks, so you've got the bat chats, their ammunition has been increased, which was needed. So currently they're on 30, sort of the top 5 to 10 or 6 to 10, they're on 30 shells. That has been increased to 48, and then some of the lower tier ones have been increased a little bit as well. But so the bat chat now has 48 shells instead of 30, so that is quite a nice buff. They wasn't able to buff it anymore because, well, originally they was going to buff it to 2.5 inch clip, but that was going to make it too OP. So they have gave it more shells instead. So that is pretty much all the tanks that are being changed in game. But the other things, there's quite a lot of other things going around the game and in the menu, etc. So I think one of the biggest changes in this update is what you see on your screen now. So you can either choose encounter, which you can anyway, and you can have supremacy off. If you turn it on, then you could get supremacy or you could get encounter. But now you have the choice to either have encounter, both, or just supremacy, which is a great change, because I know a few people that love playing supremacy. Or if you've got supremacy missions, usually it takes you bloody 10 battles to get one supremacy mission, where if you haven't got a supremacy mission, you get supremacy all the time. So that is a nice change, a nice added thing into the game, and it's quite welcome. So also you have the other next big thing is the battle chat. So you are able to disable it. You can have it where it's just your team, or you can have it the team in general, which is pretty much everybody. So that again is quite a big added thing, because I know quite a few people that are actually going to switch battle chat off. I myself are going to keep it as the same, but it is a nice added thing into the game that some people will like. Next up we have crew skill. We have a new crew skill, which is the precision fire. So fire 3 shots in a row and cause damage with each of them to get a 5% chance to cause maximum damage with your next shot. So if you penetrate for 3 shots in a row, your next shot is 5% more higher to get your maximum damage, maximum high roll. So again, that's quite a nice little thing, because how many times, say an FV215B alphas say 400 damage, I hit 300. So if I penetrate 3 times in a row, the 4th time I'm most likely to hit that maximum alpha damage. So that again is a nice perk to have. Next up on the list in the menu, we have the new HUD tab. So they've added in the HUD tab, which has pretty much got all your minimap, skill, equipment indicator, rangefinder, reload time, movement, direction indicators, etc. So again, that's something not massive, but that's an extra thing added into the game. So we've got crew skills. Development can be sped up with elite XP only until the level tier 5. Elite XP with gold will now give 10 times the boost. 40 elite XP plus 1 gold equals 400 crew XP. That's what's written down. That's just speed up your crew skills pretty much. So that's fine. You got the ratings battles also are now only accessible if the chosen tank has 100% crew skills, which I think that is a must. How many times, or you don't know, but logging into a ratings battle, 4 of your team have only 75% crew, while the enemy all have 100. It's pretty unfair advantage. So to make that, you have to have 100% crew skill. I think that is very important, and that's very welcome for the rating battles. I myself like that tweak. And also you have the consumable booster, so that now has got the double of the previous effect. So again, that's a nice welcome into the game. Quite a nice little added bonus for that. So the next change, or the next added thing, is on the screen now. Can you see what it is? It's not really that much, but I think it's quite a nice added little touch. So if you're on a slope, if you look at that tank marker, your reload time, it's at an angle, because you're sitting at an angle. So if you sit at an angle on a rock, your rangefinder, the tank, your reload time will all match that, so they all turn. So again, that is also a nice little touch. It won't affect it much, but some players like Amionette like to play in sniper mode. So if you're in sniper mode all the time, at least you'll be able to see on your screen that if you are on a little slope or on a little hill or anything like that, because the tank marker, the tank icon in sniper mode will turn as well. So that is quite a nice little added thing also into the game. So mostly in this update, it's a few little things, a few little buffs. There is quite a few, like the supremacy, the battle chat, but it's not a major update, but it's still going to be a nice welcome update. And that is pretty much everything. I think I've gone through everything on update 4.8. Again, this is subject to change. This is on the open test server. Nothing is official, so there could be still things that change. And also, the one question that people ask me when I do these update videos, I have no idea when this update will be. Considering we've had the access to open test server, I should imagine it will be within the next few weeks. So, but I have not got the exact date as to when it is. So no point asking me when the update is, because I don't know. So that is pretty much it. One last thing before I end the video. Today's Friday. By the time I release the video, tomorrow is the start of the new event for the T44-100. It starts tomorrow morning. So tonight's missions, you get 3 missions in the evening. Don't do your missions, or maybe don't open your crates, because you will get some pins, and it is an extra. So do your 3 missions in the morning when the event starts, just for that extra little boost. I will hopefully tomorrow bring in another video of the T44-100, so you guys can see what it's like, and if it's worth getting. But for now, that's me done. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.